Yay Media Group.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Happy end of the week and happy fall. Is it fall already? I don't know, but it's mid-September and we're just in the fall spirit, guys, but we wanted to kick it off with some spice.
Babe, you know what? You know how we know it is fall?
How?
When I get sick. And right now, my throat hurts, I have a stuffy nose, and just my head hurts a little bit. But I always get sick twice a year, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. When it starts to get cold, and then back in the spring when it starts to get hot. So I think I have my own little internal calendar, and yeah, I think it's starting to get chilly at night.
Yeah, it's fall vibes. We went fall shopping, and it's just everything's finally starting to feel so much better. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we boring you?
No, I thought it was good.
Anyways, guys, you know what prompted this podcast?
What?
What happened to us last night, honey bunch?
No way, babe. Really?
Oh, you said that you wanted to tell them, but like not in detail, like not like how you told me.
We're spilling the beans that quickly. Guys, so on our way here, we still didn't have the topic for today's podcast. So we're like, you know what? Let's have them pick. Let's ask them. And then right now, I don't know, we got coffee. I forgot to ask her what she had asked. So right now, right before I'm about to press record, I'm like, hey, babe, don't tell me. We'll just tell me when we're live so you can get my genuine reaction. And that was my genuine reaction because something happened last night so it has to do with what you asked?
Yeah, so basically I was thinking to myself that Jonathan and I started this podcast like legitimately spilling the beans. Like we were not holding back, right? No. We were talking a lot about our intimate private life, which at that point in time, I didn't care much about, but I feel like now as we get older and we have more mature audience and we have kids, I get a little bit shy, especially like thinking or knowing that our siblings might listen to our podcast. Yeah. So now we're going to spill the beans, but do it in a way where like we would tell our siblings, like in an educational way, I would say.
No, I'm going to spill it with all the nasty, freaky stuff because first of all, they shouldn't be watching this, and I'm pretty sure they don't.
Okay, well, I hope not.
If I had an older sibling.
Well, my sisters are loyal to our channels and they watch everything. So.
They don't.
Yes, Jimena, she's like, I love your podcast, but can you guys talk about like your high school experience or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they do watch it, but I'm not saying they love it, but they watch it.
Can you tell me first what you put on Instagram?
So first on Instagram.
That way I can get like what way my story's going to go.
Yeah, for sure. On Instagram today, I was like, you know what? We're just going to add some spice to this week's podcast. And I asked... Oh, shoot. I already missed it. I said, ask us your spicy, unhinged questions. No holding back.
Oh, damn.
So, I mean, yeah.
So, this is a spicy podcast.
Yeah, it's going to be a little spicy podcast.
I didn't think I was going to come in here and get all freaky today.
Viewer discretion is advised. I guess I was a little inspired by us matching today. You wanted to match me today, so I was like...
You always copy me.
Babe, I had this outfit on before you changed.
When you changed, you had your PJs on.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I changed before you. Mm-mm. Oh. Anyways, so I guess we're just going to talk a little... Like, we're not going to tell you all the details because it's too much. But do you want to start, babe? Just
Wait,
say
you don't
want
to answer them and then...
No, we got to start with the spice. Get them hooked.
My God. All right, guys. You know we share everything and fuck it. Okay, so because I think this is very important. Not only is it funny and it makes for a good podcast, but at the end of the day, it's important because it has to be balanced, right?
Yeah, and you have to like think about like when you think about having kids, you don't think about the like really small details in having kids.
Yeah, when you think about kids, you think about like what? Like, what would you, like, before you were a parent and you saw someone with kids, like, what would you think? You knew it was hard?
I was thinking the sleepless nights, the feeding them, the changing the diapers, but, like, just that.
You never think about, like, the hardships you'll have with your partner, huh?
No, that was not
like
even,
the last thing.
Yeah, I would have never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's crazy. So, anyways, guys, so I think, let's kick off this podcast by saying that I think... Right? I feel like we've said this throughout the years where like I'm just, what's it called? I'm just stalling. I'm just stalling that. No. So like sex is an important part of a relationship, some relationships make it like they're everything, and I think that's wrong. Some couples, specifically girls, don't make it at all, and then that's a problem, you know? So I think finding the balance is right and everything. And with kids, it's like there has to be understanding from like the man, but there also has to be understanding from the wife, you know? But I don't even know.
I'm like, what are
we've done a good job with our sex life. What do you say?
Yeah, I would say we've done a really good job with our sex life. I feel like the only trying times is like when I've been postpartum or when I'm on my period. But
like I feel like you do a good job of like matching my needs, but then I, as a man, a respectful husband, also like know when, you know. I've never been like I wish the 6 weeks would come by faster, or like, oh, you're on your period. That's never stopped. You know, like I've always been respectful.
Yeah, and you've never made me feel bad for not wanting it. But I don't know, like I feel like it's crazy with Jonathan because he, like, I don't know, you almost read my body language. Yeah. Like, you know when.
I know what she's like, what she's wearing. If she's wearing like, what would I say? It's because back then you used to wear more shorts. Yeah. So I was like, oh, she's wearing shorts. Your boy's getting lucky tonight, you know? But if she's wearing not even PJs, the gray thick sweatpants, I'm like, okay, like, just go to sleep, Jonathan. Just like, no, not go to sleep. I'll be like, I'll be like, no, today. Scratchies, you know, I'll scratch her and make her feel loved.
But if I'm wearing a good, cute PJ set, you know you're getting lucky, babe.
Anyways. Blanca had been like on her days for a while now.
Oh yeah, guys.
So like when that happens, I always like kind of wait for her a little bit, you know, to like
spill the beans. I got my period back 6 months postpartum. Oh, okay. Not the vibes. It was not the vibes.
So then I was like, okay, you know, I'm out of commission for a while. So then I was like, I'll wait for her to like, because I don't know. So Blanca's always been the type where like, sometimes it goes for 7 days, sometimes for 3 or 4. So I was like, I'm not even going to try, you know?
Like, you let me know.
Yeah. And then, so last night, she kind of like let me know a little bit. So I was like, oh, okay, bet, you know? And and then, so boom, you know, we're like, you know, we're starting to get our freak on. And then Miss Belen over here, guys, she's the best. Well, recently, she's been going through a leap, right?
Yeah, so she's been having a rough time. That,
she is perfect. You guys know we will never get tired of saying how perfect she is. She sleeps all night. So once, you know, we're getting our freak on, Belen starts just like shrieking. Not even crying. Like, she's not crying like a baby. She's like an old like lady at like a freaking Arby's, like screaming like like whining. Like whining, but like a loud moan kind of. And we're like, we just look at each other and we start cracking up.
And
we're
she's
like,
like dead asleep, but like making
really loud noises. So we're like, I like, you know, oh my God, I was about to say like,
babe, chill, okay?
I was like, yo me hago pa un lado, you know? And then I'm like, okay, babe, like attend her. Like, she's not going to stop. So then, you know,
I soothe her back to sleep.
I'm like there like a little kid with like just waiting, you know, waiting. But like I'm like laying down, you know, I'm like, you know, whatever. And then, you know, she puts her to sleep. So then Blanca again, you know, and then we, you know, and then, you know, and then we're like about to start getting our freak on again. And then Mr. Franco, because we have the camera, he starts crying, but like crying because he's been having like
night terrors.
Not night terrors, like, I guess, yeah. Terror sounds too extreme.
I know. Well, it's because he gets scared.
He's just like, yeah. And I don't think it has to do with nightmares. He just wakes up.
No, he's like getting a lot of separation anxiety from you. Yeah. Like as soon as Jonathan like it gets up to walk, ¿a dónde vas, papá? Yo quiero ir. Yeah. So if he wakes up and doesn't see Jonathan right away, starts crying. Yeah. He's like, what the hell, Dad?
But if I'm there, I've seen him. Like he wakes up, looks over, he sees me, goes right back to sleep, you know? So we're getting our freak on and boom, Franco starts crying and then I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I get up again and like, mind you, like... There's like, how should I say it?
Don't say it.
Don't
say it.
You don't want me to say it? No. We're trying to be like careful and not have kids. So then, you know, I'm getting up and I'm waddling like a little freaking penguin over and I'm like, but no. So he starts crying, but usually he gives us time to like
he doesn't get out of bed.
Yeah. But no, this time I hear his little steps and I'm like, oh, shoot. So I don't even have time to like, you know, like prepare myself good. So I just like pull up my pants and then I run to his room. And yeah, and then should I keep going?
No, let's just
and then I finally put him back to sleep, and then I come back, and then we finish our business. And point is, like, it's
cracking
like,
up.
It's like cracking up, and like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's like beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like not once. Like when I said like, oh fuck, like it's not like, oh, like
inconvenient.
This freaking thing kid doesn't let me. No, it was more like, oh shoot, like I'm naked and I have to get up, you know,
and I'm
like
a dad
at 2:30 in the morning because we had fallen asleep first before that.
This show is brought to you by BetterHelp.
You know what, babe? Sometimes when we need support, we turn to some funny places. But with BetterHelp, you can find the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp.
We've all done it before, like turning to our hairdresser, our barista, our coworkers for advice on our life.
Talking about depression, anxiety, and other clinical issues, they might not be the right people to talk to.
Instead, get guidance from a credentialed therapist on BetterHelp.
BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences. I can't say that word today. Preferences. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time.
If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time with their tailored recs. And it's completely online, and you can pause your subscription whenever you need to and switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist at a click of a button.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the largest therapy online platform serving over 5 million people worldwide.
This all helps you fit therapy into your busy life.
As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise.
Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/spillthebeans.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/spillthebeans. Anyways, well, I'll let you take over.
So yeah, guys, we were kind of talking about that while we were setting up the camera for the podcast, and I was like, oh, that's perfect, because he didn't know what I had asked you on Instagram. So I was like, that'll go perfect with our topic today, just answering spicy questions. And I just feel like you grow up like listening to people's stories, and sex after kids gets a little taboo. Like you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to ask. But then like if you talk to your friends, you just start cracking up because you're like, no, that's so real. Like we all go through it, and people, like, not enough people talk about it. So I just wanted you guys to ask spicy, unhinged questions and get it from a perspective of someone that's been married for almost how long? How long have we been married for, honey?
Married?
Yeah.
Or?
2019. 21, 2,
5
3,
years?
4. For 5 years.
Dang.
And has 2 kids, you know, so we've been through quite a journey here. So I'm going to see what you guys, do you want to see them or do you want me to just ask them?
Just ask them. Or do you want to take a turn so I can ask you something?
Yeah, here.
Oh my God. Para esto sí preguntan, ¿verdad?
And we're saying your usernames.
Dang. Are we going pre-kids?
I don't know. Sure.
Here, you start.
No, you.
Tengo que acomodar esto.
Oh.
Okay, I'll ask you the question while
I'll talk. Okay.
How was it the first time y'all did it? Did y'all mess up? Were you scared?
Oh, have we ever talked about our first time?
I'm sure, like, pre-kids we did. On the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I guess just to give you like a little summary, it was also funny. I feel like we laughed a lot and we were kind of scared and nervous because we had never done it before. Obviously, we were each other's first, and I don't know. I feel kind of cringe talking about it.
I told Blanca this the other day. I was like, you know what, babe? She was like, well, I was like, I feel weird. Like, I fell in love with you when you were like 15 or 16 or whatever. And like, I always like remembering you because like the way you smelled, the outfits you used to put on, your hair. Like, I love just reminiscing about it a little bit. But then I'm like, oh, damn, like she was a 16-year-old, you know? Not that I feel weird, but it's like I'm thinking about a 16-year-old. So now when you're asking us to talk about our first time, we're basically going to be talking like
about 16-year-olds.
Like porn,
yeah.
but of a 16-year-olds.
That's true.
So
I never thought about it like that.
But yeah, I think what you said could be enough, babe. Like we didn't know, we were scared, we were each other's first. And I think that's beautiful. There's like really funny details into that, like that we could go and like you have to subscribe to our Patreon to hear those stories.
Wait, that would be so good.
Guys, we've been thinking about starting a Patreon because there's just things that like you want to say, but like I feel like, how do I say it? It's not even like a money thing.
No,
it's like you weed out the
people that don't like you. Like I would not pay,
or like our siblings.
Yeah, I would not pay an extra amount of money for someone that I don't like, you know. But on YouTube and Spotify, like everything's so public that anybody can hear it, clip it, put it on TikTok, whatever. So I wouldn't pay something like an amount of money to just subscribe to someone I don't like. So we're like, if we do have Patreon, like it would literally be people that genuinely like us and like hearing our advice and our hot takes, and then we can actually spill the beans on like really like spill it, like if we details,
because we've been thinking about it, guys, because not only would it be like more juicy, but you would get like an extra episode per week, like the Patreon people, besides the one that comes out like a normal time. So you get like 2 episodes, and then we could like straight up just have no filter. Like the first time we did it, there were flying objects and
okay, babe, and that's like, enough.
And like I would say, like I could say all of that, you know, but I'm not gonna say that right now here.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess let us know if you guys would be down for
because this
like
ain't
that.
Call Her Daddy at the end of the day, guys. Like, you know.
But you know, basically, like what we're saying is, you're still gonna get the YouTube videos and the podcast, but on Patreon you'll get the raw, unedited, extra details, extra episode of month, like, or a week, you know, so a lot more things.
Because there's times in this podcast where Blanca and I, it's edited, right? Yeah. So we'll be like, no, maybe we shouldn't say that, babe.
And then
but our editor cuts that out.
Yeah.
On the Patreon, that wouldn't be cut out. Like you guys would hear every single, like from the moment I press record
podcast.
Yeah, from the moment we press record, like on and then off, that's you get everything.
Yeah, sometimes we be bickering in the middle.
Yeah, we'd be fighting, or we'd be saying too much juicy stuff. Whereas like
we'd be naming names without.
Oh, that yeah. Maybe you know what, the Patreon isn't a good idea. But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments if you would like that or if you would subscribe to something like that. You know.
Oh, I guess this one goes with what we said. How do you keep your sex life spicy after 2 kids and being together for several years?
Guys, you know what I've learned ever since I had a kid, which was Franco. And yeah, it took us, how long were we into a relationship when we had Franco? 7 years, 8?
Oh, damn. 8, because we're just 10 years this year, no?
So it took me 8 years to realize. Oh, I'm going to put some of this at fault for you because... No, I'm not liking this podcast. In a sense that like you should have had maybe a little bit more better communication with me, because I feel like when we had Franco, that's when we started communicating. Like, all right, if we're gonna make this work, you know, like we started talking more, right? So then I wish you would have told me that women's, you know, I'm gonna say like 98% of women, your guys' sex drive is very much emotionally based.
Some, not all.
No, that's why I say like 98%. There's some girls that you guys are freaks out there and you have a high libido. But I'm going to say like, let's go with 90%. You guys are very much emotionally like driven, or like some of you guys will give it up, right? To like a man aren't necessarily because te mantiene or something like that, or son machistas. But I'm going to say like that you actively pursue sex and you, like, I must be real, like you orgasm or like you truly want it
and enjoy it.
It's emotionally based, right? Yeah. So I didn't learn that until like I just thought women were like men, like, oh, I want to have sex right now, you know?
Yeah.
But then I realized that before I had Franco, you know, I was very overweight. I was unhappy with my body. I was just an angry little troll, you know? So then I would just like be mad, like, why do you want to have sex like every single day or every 3 times a day or whatever? And then boom, we have Franco and she communicates to me. It's like what's that saying you say? Foreplay doesn't start
in bed like 10 minutes before sex. It starts at the beginning of the day. Like
at the beginning of the day. Yeah. So I noticed that like, you know, when I was nicer, not like in a like I'm gonna reward you with sex type of way, but like that's how you turn on specifically to me, my woman. You know, if I cleaned the house in the morning, if I helped with the kids, if I did Franco's nighttime routine, I do this and that. And then on top of that, like, then you can start foreplay in bed, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas like how, as a man, or like women, I know some of you guys might struggle with this. Your man is at work all day. He gets home. He throws his muddy boots in the freaking floor. He expects his meal to be hot and ready. And then he hasn't freaking shaved or washed his ass yet, and like he expects you to be all over him. And it's like, yeah, I know some of you guys are in love with that, but maybe he's like a shitty dad, or all just because he pays the bills, he expects you to do all, you know, do tricks on it. And it's like, that's not
just say do tricks on it.
Yeah, that's how the kids talk these days. And so then I'm like, yeah, that's what I learned ever since having Franco. So it's very emotional based.
Yeah, and I guess we had a lot of communication because before we had Franco, well, when we were, this again, it's talking about our teenage years, when we started having sex, I feel like we were rabbits, right?
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere, anytime we had a little extra time, we would do it, right? And it was fun and crazy, and you just felt like it was very much like a fun journey, you know, for those first few years. And then you get married and you move in and you see him every day. And then there's like bickering about things when you live together, right? So then it slowly, gradually started becoming like, oh, like he's being so mean and he still expects me to, you know? And I feel like you didn't see that because you were just being like yourself in a sense, but not being intentional about being kind and doing things that that I love or stuff like that. So when we started communicating that with Franco, it was like 1,000 times better with Belen, I feel like. Yeah. Belen was born and like, it was like night and day, guys. Jonathan just knew what to do, how to be a dad, not only to her, but like how to meet Franco's needs. And then it's like, if you guys watch Call Her Daddy, she had Katy Perry on the other day. And Katy Perry was like, if I come home and you wash the dishes and you cleaned up and everything's clean, of course I'm gonna, you know, like suck your dick, you know, but... And like guys don't understand that they're like, oh, like I'm providing and I'm doing this and like I should get rewarded with it, you know. But it is something that you both have to communicate and work on, because if you start being like foreplay at the beginning of the day, at night there's nothing that your wife is mad about or anything like that, you know. So when we're arguing, obviously it's not there, you know. We're just like, let's just go to sleep. I wouldn't want to talk to each other. Stuff. Yeah. But anyways, did you even tell them how we keep it spicy?
Is it me, or is there something about summer that just makes us feel our best? And what better time to start eating healthy and get into Green Chef than right now?
There's no better time than now to get Green Chef.
It's the #1 meal kit for clean eating. Green Chef makes it easy to go out and enjoy more of summer instead of spending it in a boring kitchen cooking.
They have their new Heat and Eat meals, which means you enjoy a delicious meal in just 3 minutes. With 80+ dietitian-approved weekly meal options, Green Chef makes it easy to find meals that fit your lifestyle. You can pick from Mediterranean, gluten-free, plant-based, and protein-heavy, even gut and brain health and calorie-smart choices too.
And the recipes change every week, and with week-to-week flexibility, you can adjust your plan to match your mood and your schedule.
We use Green Chef because we're always on the go, so if we can get a meal on the table fast, that is right up our alley. One of our favorite meals has been the steak and shrimp with the creamy chive sauce. It literally made it feel like we were eating at a restaurant, but it was at home and everybody enjoyed it.
Make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50spillthebeans and use code 50spillthebeans to get 50% off your first month, then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping.
That's code 50spillthebeans at greenchef.com/50spillthebeans.
What was the question? I feel like we were going there, but
like,
then
how does your sex life stay?
Oh, so with that being said, it's just like kind of what we said at the beginning of like our little funny story. It's like knowing when and how, and like it's very much both. It's like tug of war. You both have to pull your own weight at sometimes. You know, like as men, we get tired of trying to initiate all the time. You know, like because then we feel like we just want it. So that's when the woman picks up the slack, and like, you know, sometimes like that, or like men like. Yes, like I have 2 kids as well, but you know damn well moms are just, their job is so much harder. Like if I'm with Franco all day or in Berlin, whatever, but it doesn't compared to like a mom, right?
Yeah.
So like you have to understand that your wife is just gonna be more tired, and like sometimes those, you know, the funny quotes like the headaches or the stomach pains at night, it's not because she doesn't love you or like you, it's because you didn't really pull your weight that day or something like that. Yeah. You know? So how is intimacy after second baby, to kind of piggyback off of that? And like Blanca said, it's so much better because there's communication, and you just like, you value it more, and you like, I don't know, it's just so much better.
Yeah, you just know that that time's the only time you have, you know?
Yeah.
So you make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Guess.
Like TMI, but like, obviously you have to like let go of some things to like focus on other, like, is it much quicker or less freaky than sometimes I would like for it? Yes. We're not like, you know, we have a freaking 6-month-old next to us, you know, in the bed. Like, do I wish sometimes I could like, you know, it could be that like honeymoon type of sex? Then yeah, but like that will come, you know, our kids will one day sleep in each other's room, or like they will be able to stay with their grandparents once a week or something like that. Or we'll be able to
go on trips by ourselves.
Then we can rekindle that type of like the handcuffs and all that type of
What the hell are you saying,
just
my
like
boy?
getting your reaction like that out of nowhere. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that type of like, so if I were to be completely transparent, sometimes I wish it wasn't like, you know, like just for like your sake. Like I wish I could, you know, I'm not going to go too much.
I'm like, well, what are you trying to say, my boy?
Okay, we've kind of talked about this already a lot of times, but we'll do it really quickly. How do you feel about your partner watching porn? That same girl asked, do you think men can stop watching porn? How?
I feel like this is very specific to everyone's relationship, but I feel like Jonathan and I have always been transparent about porn is just a no. Like, you don't watch it together, without each other, escondido, nothing. Like, porn is just a big no in our household ever. And I feel like we were just raised like that in a sense. Like, even when your parents don't teach you about it, obviously, but you start hearing here and there in high school, whatever. It was never something that you like, or that I actively went and searched for, and something that was never normalized in my life, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just always been a no. So I feel like we've never had like to deal with it, right?
Yeah, I just feel like nothing in the world that is truly like, how do I explain it? Like, nothing in this world that is like good for you will be free. Let me just explain what I'm trying to say. Porn is free and it's everywhere in the world. And I truly think that Satan, whatever you want to call him, the devil, has done that on purpose so women can have easy access to it. So once you start bringing that little demon, which is pornography, into your relationship, you're just calling for like bad vibes, you know, call it what you will, like whether you're religious or not. It's just like you're inviting like something into that relationship that shouldn't be there, especially if you want to call yourself like righteous, like a Christian, and have God in your life. How can you be going to church, or like, you know, even leave church out? How can you be praying at night, praying for a healthy marriage, praying for healthy kids, praying for healthy, like a long life, while at night watching pornography? You know, that doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah, at the end of the day, you might be like, well, it's not that bad. We just, you know, it's part of our freakiness and stuff. But it is bad, guys, because at the end of the day, it's like porn has been it is so easily accessible to kids these days. Like sometimes I'll be on Twitter trying to find like I like to go on Twitter after like Sundays because everything is about football. And nowadays you don't even have to be like looking for it. Like just randomly see like a pair of boobs or something, and it's a guy saying like blah, something, you know. So it's like even without looking for it, your kid can stumble on it. So that's not good. So I don't want to invite anything that's good into like, I don't know if that made sense, but
yeah. Also, I feel like when you talk about normalizing porn, it's almost like you're getting off on a stranger, and for me that's always been categorized as cheating as well. So it's like if a stranger can do that to you through a like phone screen, a computer screen, a TV screen, like what am I? ¿Pa qué me tienes a mí? You know? And so I don't know, it's just never been something that's normalized or invited in our life at all. And do you think men can stop watching porn?
I think they can.
Yeah, I feel like everyone can. Literally, if you look at, sí, como el que quiere puede.
Yeah, you just have to find like the good reasons to quit and stuff like that. Or like, I just like listening to a lot of podcasts, obviously, throughout like my journey. I don't really listen to music. So sometimes when you're listening to two successful men talk, pornography sometimes comes into the conversation a lot. And some of these like rich CEOs, it's not even drugs, alcohol. They were addicted to pornography, and they all kind of say the same thing. You got to just give it up for something like bigger and like better than yourself, and stay busy, because no busy man is going to have time to watch porn. It's only the lazy ones that are just, have nothing else to do.
Damn, that's good. This one says, does Jonathan mind your stretch marks after birth? I'm scared about after birth. Do you mind my stretch marks?
Babe, I don't even know. You have stretch marks?
You know?
Like, I mean, besides like your stomach things, which
no,
they're not stretch marks.
They are stretch marks.
Oh. But besides that, you don't have stretch marks.
For the first time, Franco noticed them yesterday. He's like, Mama, ¿qué tienes en la panza? And then I like just explained to him that it was because I was pregnant, whatever. But yeah, I feel like Jonathan has never, you never cared about my stretch marks, right?
No.
Well, I never had them until after Franco, so I feel like you understand it was for a good cause.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's your turn.
What?
These comments, our questions are funny.
What the heck does that even mean? Le has chaqueteado el saldo a Jonathan? What does that even mean? Girl, please don't tell me.
No good things coming out of that one.
I don't think that means what I think it means.
No me deja.
Okay, this one's like, I feel like it goes off the pornography a little bit. Like, would you ever have a threesome?
Oh my God, please.
That's like inviting someone else.
I started watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and it was like this big scandal of mom talk where they were swinging and then they caught feelings and whatever. And it's so funny how it's like, it's the more like, I know it's not everyone, but sometimes like the most religious people are usually the ones breaking the rules and like doing crazy stuff. So yeah, that just reminded me of like, would you have a threesome? Like, no, I would never share my husband to anybody. Would you?
No. Oh, you know.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the thing that I told you, you and your mom the other day, that like I picked you just as like I wanted you, so I don't have sexual like desires. I don't have a hall pass because I'm with you, like not to be cringy or anything, but like I like you know how you build a bear, you build your stuff. Like I built my wife, like not built, but like I picked her just how I wanted her. I wanted a girl that was light skinned, porque las güeritas, that's my preference. So I found, not only is she light skinned, but her name's literally Blanca. And then I wanted a girl that was Mexican, but like not hot Cheeto eating girl Mexican. And she was like this. She dressed just like a white girl, acted like a white girl, but she spoke fluent Spanish. So I built my girl just like I wanted her. So why would I go out there and crave to be with something else,
Mm-hmm. Does Jonathan like it in the butt?
Damn.
Who's the talker in the middle of it?
The talker?
Yeah.
I say we both have.
Yeah.
No?
Maybe.
With kids.
Who's a whisperer?
With kids, both.
Is this too much? Do you and Jonathan like condoms?
I don't think that's too much.
No?
We don't like them, but
we don't like them, but they're necessary for.
We have to use them right now, guys.
Oh, we should get a sponsor for the brand we use, because that brand is 10 out of 10.
Yeah. We literally had to search everywhere, and I finally found them on Amazon, guys. Guys, ladies, if you have, I'm not going to tell you the brand because I will look for a sponsor.
But also, we don't want you to sell it out because it's not easily. Yeah. No, it is easily.
I had to find them on Amazon, and I hate condoms, right? I hate them. I've tried everything. Trojan, Lifestyle. What are the ones? Yeah, whatever. And
just those, I think.
And within Trojan, the bear skin, the freaking cooling, all that, and nothing has came close to these. Sometimes I have to look down and be like, it didn't come off, or we have to oh shit, did it come off or did it break? Because
you don't
feel them. So
they're super 10 out of 10.
So shout out to that brand for keeping our life good.
Oh, look, this one. Do you believe in a hall pass?
Oh, no. 1,000%
no.
Guys, because at the end of the day, it's just people like that are on a TV or that are on like a billboard. Like they still shit, eat, and cry. Like why would you wanna? Why? Because they have a pretty voice or
they play a cool sport
or play a cool sport. What do you wanna like? Let's just say like Drake is a lot of girls' hall pass. But if you saw Drake, like let's just say him, like a guy that looked like him, just like him, it was his twin. And you like, let's say you told your husband Drake's your hall pass, right? And your husband's like, haha, that's funny. Drake would never, even be with you or whatever. Yeah. But then you went to Home Goods one weekend. And there's a stat that says everyone has 7 doppelgangers in the world. Mm-hmm. So let's just say you randomly go to Home Goods and you see this guy that just happens to look just like freaking Drake. Your husband's going to be like, he knows deep in your head is like, she finds this guy attractive. And obviously, like, if I wasn't here, like, what would she like? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just a random, it's like a normal person. I don't understand that.
Yeah. I guess like you just, sometimes when you're married and you are obviously obsessed with your partner, when people ask you like, oh, who's your celebrity crush, or oh, who's this, I'm like, I don't think about it as, oh, my celebrity crush, because I feel like I'm not sexually attracted to anybody else. So when people are like, oh, who's your celebrity crush, I'm always like, oh my God, Sabrina Carpenter, she's so cute and gorgeous, because I appreciate how beautiful and how great she sings and stuff, but like never something that's like, oh yeah, it's this guy because he sings so cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just funny because you said Sabrina Carpenter and then I would say Ronaldo. So then like literally, because exactly. Our heads don't go to sexual like.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's funny because if you're co-sleeping, how do you guys get nasty if there's a baby like right there?
You have to get those mattresses that don't move. Like the firm ones that just like the ones where you jump on the bed and like there's an egg or a glass of water and it doesn't spill. It has to be one of like those.
Yeah, one like that. And then you have to build like a little fort in between your kid with some pillows and blankets so you can't see your child while you're doing it. And then do it really late at night so your child is in a deep sleep.
Okay, little tips.
It's possible, guys. Don't be weirded out, like it's part of life, like.
And it's going towards a healthy marriage. It's good. But
there's been times, like
babe, stop. Okay, honey, chill, stop. That's way too much.
What is y'all's favorite thing to do in LA?
Oh, okay. Eat. I love eating out there. You again? I read like 2, didn't I? Oh.
How many times would you say we do it now? A week.
What would you? I don't even know. I don't count them.
I think it just varies different weeks. Yeah. Different. I counted one time. We did it like almost every day for like 5 days.
Oh, period.
And then sometimes you don't.
Sometimes it's
once every 6-7 days, once a week. So. It's just whatever, like...
It's whatever is going on with life at the moment.
Yeah. I feel like when you're sick, your kids are sick, or like Blanca was on her period, or sometimes sometimes it'll be me. Like I'll be super tired. Like I just started a new job, like assistant coaching. I'm like assistant coaching at high school. And I remember that first week, I would always pass out like right after like sleeping Franco. I would fall asleep with my jeans or with my shorts or whatever. And that's like on me because I'm like more tired than usual. So, yeah.
Yeah, it all just depends.
Let us know. You know what? This is a good question because I feel like we always answer this and it's been like the same answer every time. It varies. Sometimes every week, sometimes no times a week because you're too busy or kids. I want to hear it from you guys. Like, what do you think? Is there a number? To each their own? To each like what? Because I know some of you girls or some guys are like, well, if I don't do it with my husband like 2 times a day, like he gets mad or me, I prefer, so it's like, what do you think is healthy? I personally think, I don't know. It's because there's like a without kids and like a with kids,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's everyone's. And Blanca has this cheat code.
Don't tell them.
That you have with me, babe, that I think is like not good because obviously you like sex, right? But like I feel like can help you at times. you know how I'm sick right now because of the season changing. So with the season changing, it's getting colder. And if you guys do the math, Franco and Belen are almost always born, or like we get pregnant around when it starts to get hot. So with that being said, guys, my body, I don't know why, it's very temperature based. If it's hot outside, I'm ready to go whenever. If it starts to get cold and you know here in Colorado it gets cold, I just don't. And recently it's been getting cold and
you'd rather snuggle and go to sleep.
I'd rather snuggle and go to sleep. I just can't. Like my friend down there is like, yo, like, don't you want to just go to sleep? You know, so that I think that's funny that our kids both, like, Blanca got pregnant when it started to like really get hot.
I got pregnant almost in the same month, which is crazy. The last question I wanted to answer, and this is just to, like, I guess put everyone's mind at ease, like all you moms that are pregnant or are going to go through postpartum. The question was, do you guys wait the 6 weeks to do the deed, or do you not? And for me, it's like, even, I don't know, like, it's never been a
not with me. Never been a problem.
It's never been like a problem because I feel like you're a very understanding husband.
And I'm a very visual learner. And, being through pregnancy or delivery there.
Yeah. It's like, I'm you know the trauma I went through. You're good waiting those 6 weeks, right? And for Franco, we waited even more. It was like almost 2 months, huh? Because the first time was in El Paso and he was 2 months old and we went to get.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like if your husband is super understanding, unless it's you, like I understand maybe some girls are like, no, like I couldn't wait, I just wanted my husband, whatever. But I feel like your husband should be so understanding, knowing everything that you went through pregnancy, everything you're going through postpartum, breastfeeding, and like the bleeding. So, like, ni ganas dan. Also, because you're just so in love with your baby, you just want, you know?
Yeah.
You understand that there's time and healing that needs to do before you can go again. So
obviously there's other stuff that happens. Blanca like takes care of me and my needs.
Babe, shut.
I'm just saying, babe, because realistically, like,
man. End the podcast already, please.
I'm not gonna go into detail, but like you just said, 2 months. So 2 months without, you know, releasing is like kind of like really, really hard, you know? So like I feel like towards the end of those 6 weeks, you start to like, help your boy out. So like, I feel like that's very much like appreciated, but only if your husband's like doing a good job, being a good dad.
If he's doing foreplay the right way.
It's not forced. It's not like, oh, like, like, come on, help me out,
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like there's so many like machista guys out there, and like
that just expect you to drop your panties.
Yeah, like I could not be a girl. Sorry, like I could not.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And you just have to be a good communicator with your husband and tell them like, yo, I just got 4 stitches down there. We can't. I'm sorry. But if you want to do some other things, let's go ahead and do some other things, Mm-hmm. But anyways, guys, that was it for today's podcast. I haven't felt like this in a long time because we haven't had a spicy podcast in a long time. So I just hope that no kids watched this or listened to this, because I know a lot of parents are like, oh, it's time, I'm gonna put it while we have breakfast, Yeah, this wasn't the one for that. So anyways, we hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you want any more spiciness, or if you want a Patreon where we will not have a filter.
We will not have our filter on our first time.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a good way to pop off a Patreon.
Yeah, that is. Okay. Well, anyways, we will see you guys next Friday.
Later.